Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Right now, the biggest news in cryptocurrency is probably what Apple CEO Tim Cook just said about cryptocurrency. I'm going to show you the portion of the interview where he talks about this. And although his statements themselves are a little cryptic, I think we can dissect them. And I'm going to share with you exactly what I think he's saying Apple is going to do with cryptocurrency in the near future.
What's your thought on cryptocurrency right now and potentially either accepting it through Apple Pay or otherwise?
It's something that we're looking at. It's not something we have immediate plans to do. I would sort of characterize it as there are things that I wouldn't do, like our cash balance. I wouldn't go invest that in crypto, not because I wouldn't invest my own money in crypto, but because I don't think people buy an Apple stock to get exposure to crypto. And so if they want to do that, they can invest directly in crypto or through other means. And so I wouldn't do that. And I'm not planning to in the immediate future to take crypto for our products as a mean of tender. But there are other things that we're definitely looking at.
Like what?
Like I wouldn't want to have anything to announce today.
Well, let me ask you a different question, because you just said that you might not do it personally. Do you own crypto and any Bitcoin or Ethereum? Would you play around with this?
I do. Yeah, I think it's reasonable to own it as a part of a diversified portfolio. And I'm not giving anybody investment advice, by the way.
When did you get interested in it?
I've been interested in it for a while. And I've been researching it and so forth. And so I think it's interesting.
A lot of people, I don't know if you've talked about this publicly before. Are people going to say that you're a Bitcoin bull?
I don't know what they're going to say. I don't want to put any labels on me. It's just that it's something that from a personal point of view, I'm interested in.
Well, while we're on the topic, what about NFTs? That feels like the next level of this.
I think it's also interesting. I think it will take a while to play out in a way that is for the mainstream person. But I think it's interesting.
I'm going to leave the link to the entire interview below if you want to take a look at that on your own time. But there's a few important things to dissect here. First, let's get off the table what Apple is not going to do, because there's a lot of speculation out there. Number one, that Apple is looking into making its own cryptocurrency. I don't get that at all from what Tim Cook is saying here. I'm not saying that Apple won't eventually dabble in something like that. I don't think it will really work out for them. I don't think it's a part of any sort of centralized company, agency, or government's position to actually do this. I mean, one of the biggest things about cryptocurrency that we all love about it is that it's decentralized. So I don't think Apple's pursuing that in particular right now. In addition, he made it very clear that Apple is not looking to take cryptocurrency as a means of exchange or transaction for its own products, meaning that directly you're not going to be able to buy Apple products with cryptocurrency, although indirectly you could if you're using a system that or an application that takes that exchange means, which is possible. Lastly, he made it very clear that Apple is not looking to invest in cryptocurrency, meaning Apple, the company itself. Tim Cook says he invests in cryptocurrency and believes that it's a good thing to do as far as a diversified portfolio, but Apple itself, the entity Apple, is not going to be looking to invest in cryptocurrency, something like what Tesla would have done with Bitcoin or possibly their Ethereum or Dogecoin. But Apple is not looking to do that. So the question arises then, what is Apple looking to do? I believe that Apple is going to integrate within their platform in a greater way a means of using cryptocurrency for exchanges and transactions. Different entities like PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo are already integrating transactions by means of cryptocurrency into their platform, so it makes sense that Apple would do the same thing. I mean, it does have a bigger platform than those three, but I don't think it's the biggest news of all. I think Apple has something bigger under its sleeve than this, and I believe it deals with that last line of questioning that we heard NFTs. My guess is that Apple is going to integrate NFTs within its platform in a much greater way. And like Tim Cook said, this will probably bring it to the mainstream. When you talk about NFTs, they have two really big problems. Number one, how do you store them effectively? And number two, what is their future viability? Apple can solve both of those problems. Apple as a platform has a huge means of storage, and future viability for NFTs on Apple would be amazing. So I don't think Apple's looking to buy cryptocurrencies or create a cryptocurrency. I think Apple's looking to integrate cryptocurrencies as a means of exchange, small little thing, and then incorporate NFTs into its storage, a big thing. And so look for that in the future. Although I don't think it's going to happen within the next couple of months, I think the Apple team is working on integrating these things into their system, and this is going to be huge for cryptocurrency. The only other major big news that's happening today is really happening as I'm recording this video. It's about 4:53 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, November 10th, and we're seeing the crypto market on a little bit of a downturn. By no means is this a crash or a flash crash, but at this point, because I don't know what's going to happen in the future, I don't know how long this is going to last. By the time you watch this video, it might already be over. But I will say this, if in the future, in the near future, within this week or the next months, if you see a downturn that continues to last for days at a time, or maybe even weeks at a time, because we haven't seen that in a little bit in cryptocurrency, don't be worried about that because of the integration we're seeing right now in the mainstream cryptocurrency everywhere. And the fact that to the public, this is becoming much more tangible and real to them. Right now, crypto is only a $2 trillion industry. If we want to call it industry, cryptocurrency is likely to balloon to a $200 trillion industry. And I think that's going to happen within the next decade. And those who know that that's going to happen are really going to want to ride that up right now. So if we see the pullback, if we see the consolidation and the downturn for a short amount of time, don't be fearful of it. It's not the end. It's probably the beginning of the next big push up. I don't know when that's going to happen. We can continue to just ride up. That's very possible. But if you see the pullback, that's the time where we look to, all right, when is this thing gone, low enough to the point where we want to might invest a little bit more back into this? I'm not sure if that's happening right now. This downturn is definitely hitting some altcoins a lot harder than Bitcoin and Ethereum, and some altcoins harder than others. Cardano's getting hit big time by this. Shiba Inu is as well. Dogecoin's getting hit pretty big by this. Solana. So some are being affected pretty big, but it's not a fearful thing. We want to watch and wait. This could just swing back up, but it doesn't. Not a big deal. You want to keep watching the channel because I'm going to keep you updated on this stuff and let you know what's going on with it. Hopefully provide you a little bit of comfort along the way because crypto is a bumpy ride. And on a bumpy ride, it's always best to have company with you. But at the end of the day, we're going to get where we are going. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, I will catch you next time.